time for me to return to the North Pennines.
So, after what feels like an age, I am back in the North Pennines. And with the big rucksack ready, that means it must be time for a spot of wild camping. But where am I heading today?
Slightly misty.
With the weather looking decidedly misty in my chosen direction, will it clear before I get to my final destination?
My first marker. It's too windy at the moment, so the tripods had to go away. But here we are, first summit, Fiends Fell. Oh, so where am I? Yes, as I walk amongst the North Pennines in the mist, with just miles and miles of mist and bog. I have no idea of any markers or waypoints. I cannot even tell the direction of the sun. Fantastic. And finally, with failing light and failing GoPro batteries as well, here I am at my destination, Knapside Hill. Now it's time to get a tent up rather quickly.
Yes, once again, I am plagued with GoPro battery problems. Never mind, at 1 shot per battery, I can at least show you me putting up my tent. And then eventually, once it's up, trying to blow up my air mattress in the wind. And I'm here on the summit of Knapside Hill. Now, this wasn't my original destination. I was planning on going further up towards Melmerby Fell and wild camping on the top of there. But I got halfway up and I thought, hang on, this is silly. It's a lot more windy up there. The mist is thicker. There's not a lot to see anywhere. So why not retrace my steps back? And I came back to Knapside Hill, where there's a large ruined building of some kind. I don't know if it's an old lookout or a big sheepfold. And I'm basically camped in the shadow of that, which is helping to keep the wind down. So hopefully I should be in for a more peaceful night rather than if I was out in the open. So, my plan, well, there's no stars or anything because obviously it's very, very misty. There's nothing to see because it's dark and very misty. So basically, get my head down for the night and see what tomorrow brings. But yes, I am out in the Pennines again. And I've missed it. The following morning fetches even more mist, totally obliterating any view of anywhere around. But never mind. Kettle on, and it's time to start the day with a bowl of porridge.
And a very good morning from Knapside Hill. As you can tell, it's still misty. Never mind. And although this doesn't look very attractive, shall we say, it's surprising how effective it's been overnight. I mean, here there's barely any wind, but as soon as I move out of the way, you probably hear it on the microphone, the wind starts to pick up. So yeah, I think I made a good choice last night. So, what's my plan for today? Well, strike the camp and start heading down. Shouldn't take that long, about an hour and a half. But yeah, even though you cannot see very much, sometimes that's the attraction. And once breakfast is done, it's time to strike the camp, taking down the tent, which again doesn't take very long. And once again, like so many of my videos, it's having to be packed away totally wet. Never mind, it'll dry off later. And as always, leave no trace. So, I eventually start my hike back to my starting point, which is totally obscured by the mist. I can barely see a thing. Just the way I like it. And as well as no view, with it being January, it's also very boggy. Part of the appeal of the North Pennines. Although the distance isn't very far, it definitely feels a lot longer than 2 or 3 miles. And with terrain like this, it is still challenging. But the views are of emptiness. Nothing can be seen. Until I finally come to a landmark, Long Pot. And here we are, already back at Fiends Fell. I haven't even been hiking an hour yet, but as you can see, the weather, well, it's still misty. It's a shame. It would have been some nice views as well. For example, just over here, in the distance over there, would have been a gorgeous panorama of the Lake District. And instead, well, never mind. You cannot win them all. Anyway, onwards we go. Not long now. And indeed, it isn't long until I return back to my starting point. And within an hour and a half, I'm back to the car. Sorry about this one being a short one, but the mist has kind of scuppered any plans of any nice views, any panoramic scenery, anything like that. But it's the North Pennines. Comes with the territory. So, whether you have enjoyed the journey, the scenery, or even the misty views, do not forget, everything you've watched, everything you've seen, this is nature.